here fighting each other in fucking high school, y'all. Go ahead.
I was stating because the Metcalfs could have went and got an adult as well. After they told him to leave however many times, and he didn't, whatever, he could have went and got an adult. But the guy who invited...
I'll stand with you on that one, 10 toes down.
The guy who invited Melo over also, if he seen things going left and he know he invited him over, could have went and got an adult when he seen it got out of his hands. He could have grabbed Melo, let's go get an adult.
But it was a setup from the jump. That's what we getting at. It was a setup from the jump. Now
I'm just stating, brother. Just the Metcalfs definitely could have went and got an adult. All the time that they had to go and walk and approach him, and this, if he didn't, they could have went and got an adult. They could have went and get that. This would have avoided the whole situation. If they wanted him to be going from that area, they could have went and got an adult.
All right, man. Appreciate you, buddy.
So do you guys think that, like, once everything hits the fan and it's all said and done, do you guys think that Eddie and whoever else lied need to be in trouble?
I believe this is what I think is going to happen. Once we get Carmelo straight, they've got to look at... Somebody's got to be held accountable for a loss of life. No matter how you look at it, you got insurance companies that have paid out money. You know what I'm saying? They can't just let that go. But honestly, if it's what I believe, all three of the others need to. I said, did you notice I said three of the others?
Yeah.
Need to be held accountable for conspiring to commit
exactly
murder.
Right, but you know what? Let me say this though, and just listen to Red Hills Lady though. I hope to pray that our main goal is to get Carmelo Anthony home. Number two, I think that, yes, I think that those kids were pushed into this. They were coerced, and I think they were threatened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that EP guy, if he was, I think they say he's Mexican. Maybe they was messing with the citizenship. You just never know the underlying issues with all of that stuff there. I'm quite sure they are at home biting their fingernails. I guarantee, but they're kids. So let our main focus be on getting Carmelo Anthony home. And we know that twin started it. He has to live with that for the rest of his life. That's going to do more than trying to get a conviction for these kids. I'm not trying to say, let this, blow this under the rug once we get Carmelo home. But they got to live with that. But I think that those kids were coerced. They were, you know what I'm saying? Let's think about that, though. Those,
you know what, Red? Yep, I agree.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? We can't get everything. We can't have the cake, the ice cream, and we just can't.
Red,
I agree, too.
Red, I respect you. You're long-winded, but it's okay. Listen, you know what? I tell you what, because I know what I truly believe in my heart and in my mind, and this brain of mine. You know what? He did lose his brother, so even though I know he was a part of it, he went there and they didn't put him on the stand. They're all going to have to live with being involved in this. If they all were, let me just say this: if, even though y'all know. I have to say it this way for a reason. If they were all headed there to jump this board because of the setup, may they all live with what they done. Because somebody else may be living had they just not tried to act a fool. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And that's worse than trying to get the conviction for those kids. If we can get Melo home, that's our main goal. And I think that, like I say, they got to grow older. It's going to hit them. And then you know how the higher power works. They may grow older and nothing may not happen to them, but they're going to have kids. And it's an incident going to take place, and they're going to be like, oh, shoot, this is coming back. That karma is going to come back. Karma is no joke. That shit comes back. But I'll mute.
All right, I got a couple new panelists. Let some other folks speak for a little bit, see what they want to get off their mind, and go ahead, Ashley.
Hey, No Kosher Boy. I had a message for you. I don't know if you ever heard of No Cat Freezy. Have you ever heard of him? No Cat Freezy.
This name came to mind. Y'all so many. I can't tell y'all this, but who they are. But look, I've had some big people read. Look, who's that?
He bought your. I I think I said something to you prior, sir, but he brought your TikTok up. He's on this case too, and I had talked to him about you, and he wants me to send you his email so you and him can connect too. He's real heavy on this.
I've seen that, actually.
Yeah, I was the one that called in, so I talked highly about you, country boy. So he does want to connect with you, and I'm gonna email you. I'm gonna send you his email. He did give me his email so that you and him could talk because both of y'all are locked in. So I just wanted to say that so you know and look for it, okay?
Yeah. You know, I want y'all to know something. Here later on, I am going to be discussing a few things about this case, and I want y'all to listen and listen good to those things, okay? But I want y'all to know the number one thing about this panel that I did was to show you that I believe your voices were suppressed. I believe that the justice was not done right at all, y'all, for this kid. I believe that for years and years and years, we have a problem with applying the same justice equally and adequately to the Black American community. And I mean, I can't deny that. I see it. So I've always been the type of person, I'm passionate about the rule of law. I'm passionate about people's rights. So I'm like, you know what, when this case, hell no, I was coming out like, I don't care who tried to get in my way. So the main thing I want y'all to understand is that this panel is not one of those panels like you see everybody else where they're going into a bunch of debate back and forth, cutting each other off. What good is that going to do to allow y'all to reprieve, to allow your pain to be able to be brought out? You see what I'm saying? I wanted this to be more like a Montel or, a podcast kind of thing where you all have a right to speak your mind. Y'all go ahead.
Ashley,
Thank you for that.
I'm sorry. Can I ask Ashley a question, please?
Me? Yes, you can ask me a question.
I just want to say thank you for coming here with that information. That's what we need to spread that information, to have like-minded people to get together and really be professional and get Carmelo Anthony home. So I just want to give you your flowers and just say thank you for connecting with country. And I do like this panel, though, because you're right. When we overtalk one another, we can't get our voices can't be heard. We can agree to disagree, but I think that a case like this that's so serious, this young man is, he's trying to hold up in there, can you just imagine putting yourself in his shoes? It's an unjust, and we're going to take care of this. And I just applaud you.
That's what I'm trying to keep y'all doing. I'm trying to keep y'all's spirit up because he needs us.
Yes, I like.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Phoenix.
Let me tell y'all something. I did 10 and a half years. My first 5 years, I was on there with lifers. People never coming home. So what you doing right now, this support, that's what we need up in there. The first day I got to prison, it was a riot. I didn't sign up for it. I just told you I was innocent. So it just shows you, I can imagine somebody only 19 years old. At that time, I was 31. I came home 42. I'll be 45 this year. Thank the Lord for that. So what you doing in the prison, you need every support. I'm starting off from a 4-yard to a 3 to a 1. I know y'all don't know nothing about it, but it's real serious.
I've been in there, but I know what
it's real serious.
I know a little something, Phoenix.
It's real serious. So support. You got folks in there going through so much. But let me tell you, stuff like that, hearing about that and hearing about, it would have been a shakedown. They would have to lock the whole yard down. Because guess what? We got to protect ours. So it's real stuff. So what country doing? And it's good how we all sit back and we listen and we all need to come together because it could be your child next. We don't know. But come together now and support. That's the best thing. That's what I had. I had the good Lord and my mama. That's all I had. I didn't have no family members. I had family members, but they didn't know the system how some people on here know the system. But if I would have known you guys then, I would have got a pro bono lawyer or instead of going against a public defender who sold me out like that. You feel me? So yeah, I know. I know the feeling. Yep. And the crazy part of what I'm telling you this, I got the paperwork right here by me. It'll blow your mind as I let y'all read it. You talking about Carmelo? It'll make y'all cry right now as I showed you the paper. So you never know what somebody been through. And, God bless you. And I love what y'all doing, but you never know what people been through. Thank you.
Let me tell you one.
That's why you should always.
The TDCJ.
You're right, and that's why you should always treat people with dignity, kindness, and respect, because it's your moral duty to do. But you should also do it because you never know what somebody's going through in their life. Go ahead, man. My man up there, my trucker. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. The TDCJ system, they looking at all this, and people might not. Everybody know how people operate inside the walls. They have access to all the social media. They looking at all the news, and like they said, that boy is well protected. I can almost promise you that. And I mean, I don't know nothing personal.
I can guarantee you he's
okay.
protected.
Well, see, country can tell you that. I can't tell you like on my, but I can tell you how yes, I can tell you how the system operates. That I can promise you, no one is going to mess with him in there. Like, like they got his back, and I promise you, they looking at us as we talk right now, and I can almost promise you that too. But that's all I had to say. Go ahead, country.
Hey, Tatiana girl, what's going on? How you doing, lady?
I'm doing good, and it's Tatiana, country boy.
Hey, I said that.